Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to discuss all about how to create a complete responsive website using HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So let's look at the project that we will create it. So this is a logo, these are menus. In the last one have a button tag, this is a showcase section, and this is a design section, this is a pro section, and this is a very interesting part of the video. You can click on it to display the next one image, and also the content will be changed right now, as you can see, and you can click to previous button to display the previous images and also content. And this is a simple text and button. So let me explain you the usage of that, but before using code I need to share with you the screen sizes, like 768 pixel, and also you can change the images. And the last one is mobile device. Click on it to display the menus and hide the menus as well, and you can also change the images and also content as well. So I'm going to close it and open my code editor. Inside that I have a basic structure of HTML, and I have a 3 style.css files like style.css, table.css and script.js file. Inside the style.css have a variables that have colors, and I'm going to use the font family as a conditional inside this project. So without further ado, let's get started to write the code and design the header section. And also I have many images that we will use inside the project. So the header start, and that will header close. I'm going to use header tag. Inside the header I will use the container to display the content in the center according to the width of the container. And then I'm going to use menus. Inside the menus I will use logo, and I'm going to get the logo from my asset folder, desktop and logo. Outside of the logo I will use nav, ul, li and culling, and I'm going to get few things, and I'm going to change the content, services, projects, and that will be schedule call. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to open it in the live server to display the content inside our web page. Great. Move on to CSS. In the CSS we need to design the, so first of all you need to use font family. Font family is conditional, and the alternative will be sensitive. Then I need to select the container to assign the width 1440 pixel, width will be 100%, and I'm going to use margin 0 on auto to display the content in the center. I'm going to use padding left and right to them to make a space, and then I need to select the menus, and I'm going to use display flags, justify content, space between, align item, center, and also I'm going to use height will be 130 pixel. Select the header, nav, and the nav I will use background color will be primary color, and I will use the width and use the calc function to divide the width. So I have a width 1440 pixels, so I need to display that nav will be 50%. So what I need to do on there, I'm going to use 1440 pixel negative by 50%, so it will assign the 50% of the particular width on the particular section. Then next I'm going to use display flags, justify content, space, not that, flags is done, and align item center. The last thing I'm going to add is height will be 100%. So I'm going to save it and look at that. So let's move on to design the icons, links. So I'm going to select the header, nav, ul, use display flags, align item center, and I'm going to use list style.none, justify content I will use flags, and so I'm going to save it and look at that. The content is appear in the left side by using flags and property. So I need to make a space between each link, so I'm going to use align, margin left to run. So the last thing I'm gonna add it to change the link as a button. So I'm gonna use header, navigate li, and I'm gonna use pseudo selector, select the nth child, number 4. I'm gonna use background color will be black color will be white, and I'm gonna use padding top and bottom 1 rem, left and right 2 rem to make a space. Look at that. And the last thing I need to add it is header, nav, yell, li, and color. So I'm gonna just use text decoration will be none, color will be white. That's it. So and look at that, guys, these are our menus. So we need to work on the showcase section to design the showcase section, but before using it I need to add the comment is very important. Showcase system, and I will work it on after the HTML page. So I need to move on the HTML page after the header section. I also need to add the comment will be showcase start, and that will showcase close. In the showcase section I need to use section ID will be showcase, and similarly I will use container to display the content in the center, showcase wrapper. Then I will use hero content, and after that I'll use H2 branding, and I'm gonna get it 2 times and just change the content website design, and that will agency. I'm gonna use agency. Then I'm gonna get the content from another file like content.md, and I'm gonna get that content and I'm gonna paste on that. That's it. Outside of the hero content I need to add the hero image, and I'm gonna get the image from my asset desktop and hero. So I'm gonna save it, and look at that. So let's move on the CSS to design it. So step number 1, you need to divide the columns. So by using showcase wrapper, I'm going to use display property flags, just if we're going to space between, align item center, and also I will use the overflow X, means left and right. I will hide that. I don't need to display the scroll bar. Look at that. And also I need to add the button as well on there, like scale call. So yeah, I'm gonna use showcase wrapper dot hero image, and I'm gonna use object fit is cover. I will use with 65%. Then I need to select the showcase wrapper, have a h2 tag. I'm gonna use font size will be 4M, and showcase wrapper p, so I'm gonna font size 1.2 rem, margin top and bottom 1 rem, left and right 0, and also I'm gonna use line height as 1.5. The last thing I'm gonna add is showcase wrapper, have a button tag. So in the button tag I'm gonna use outline none, border will be none, and I'm gonna use background will be primary color will be white, and also I need to add the padding as well, 3 rem, font weight I will use 500, margin I will use 1 rem and 0, and last thing I'm gonna add it font families and height, means similar fonts that have used inside the body. Look at that, guys, this is our showcase section, right? So let's move on the designing section. In the designing section we need to add in a minute. I'm gonna get the command. I'm gonna use design start, that will close. I'm gonna use ID will be section ID, okay, just a minute, ID will be design container, design wrapper, and I'm gonna add it as a design an image, get the image from assets, desktop, and the image is strategy. And outside of that, I will use design content. I'm gonna add another div because I will manage it. I'm gonna use h2 span tag and say the span tag I'll use design. Outside of the span tag, by using span tag, I will assign the different color on there. And yeah, I'm gonna use h2 strategic, and outside of this one I will get the content from this one file, and I'm gonna get that passed on there. And yeah, it's perfect. So let's see the output. Yeah, the image and also content have appeared inside my web page. So let's see how we can design it using CSS. So I'm gonna get the comment from there, and I'm gonna paste the comment on design start. So I'm gonna use design. First of all, I will leave that. Also, I will use that index -1 because I will override the previous content. Means I will create another content, I will override it. So I need to display that backend, right? So let's divide the columns by using display property flex, justify gonna space between align item center, and I need to use design img width will be 100%, and then I'm going to select the design img object fit is cover with 100%, and also I need to assign the height will be 600 pixels. I need to select the design content, and I'm going to use background color will be secondary color, and color will be white, and height will be 600 pixels, similar that I have used inside the image. And also I need to add the property display flags, justify content center, align item center to display the content in the center of the page. Look at that, this is height, and also similar heights image and also content. So we need to work on this one, but before working on it I need to make a space. Yeah, good. So yeah, I'm gonna use design content. Inside that have content, so I need to divide the width 60% of the particular section like that. Then I need to add the font size inside the content. Have h2, I'm going to use font size will be 3 rem, and design content h2 span tag, and I'm going to change the color will be primary color like that. So I'm going to save it and look at that. Then I need to select the design content, have a paragraph, and font size 1 rem, margin 1 rem and 0, line height 1.7, don't need to use a rem. Text align will be justified. And last thing I'm gonna add it is, first I need to check that. Okay, I need to add the schedule as well on there. Schedule, and move on the CSS, and I'm gonna add the design content anchor link, just like color will be prime. That's it. So we need to save it and look at that. And last and final thing, I need to add the shape. So the shape will be appear inside the center of the both side. So outside of this one div, I'm gonna use design shape. I'm gonna get the shape is set desktop, and I'm gonna get the shape red. So we need to save it, and the shape is up here, and we need to adjust like this way. So the first thing you need to assign the position is a relative inside your design section. So I'm going to use position as relative. Once you use position relative, then you need to select that design shape and use position as absolute. Use top will be 50%, left will be 50%, transform, translate, just like translate, negative 50% and negative 50%. That's it. So we need to save it and look at that. The shape has been appeared inside the section. So yeah, so let's move on. The next one section is approach section. So let's move on the code editor. I'm going to select the index.html page. So I'm going to get the comment and write the comment is approach section start, and that will close. So inside the approach, I will use the section ID will be approach container, and the container I will use approach content. Then I'm going to add the txt class. Inside that I will use h2 our approach far, and then I'm going to add it getting a winning brand, right? So I'm going to save it. Outside of this one, I will use the bg with txt. So inside that I need to add the h4 brand strategy, and I'm gonna get the content from there like this one, and I'm gonna paste on there. And yeah, cool. So bg with text, okay, but I will bind it inside the txt with number, because I will use it multiple times. Just change the text. The next one is brand design, and I'm gonna get the content from there, paste on there. And last thing, I'm gonna get it, just change the web design and get the content and paste that. So save and look at that, the content have been appeared inside my web page. So I need to move on the style.css, and there I use approach style. So in approach start, we need to use similar things. Approach content, I need to use divide the sections like display by using display property flex, justify content space between align item center to display the content left and right side. Great. Then I need to select app text h2. I'm going to use font size of 2.5 and I will use that index 1. By using it, I will manage it in a minute. This is my browser issue, and sometimes I'm facing issue on my browser. So yeah, here's my mistake. This is not a mistake, this is my code editor problem, so we need to wait. So the file has been saved. It is an issue of my VS Code editor and also browser issue. So let's select the BG with txt, and I'm gonna add background color will be warm, primary color will be white, and I'm gonna use display flags, justify content space, align item. No, I'll use display center, align item center. And first I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna show you but I will display it as column wise, row wise, means top to bottom. So I will use property flex direction will be column, so it is appear top to bottom. Great. And then I'm gonna add it height will be 780 pixel. Look at that, right? And then I need to select txt with number. I'll use display flex direction column, and just if I gonna center, I will assign the particular width of the section is a 50%. Text with number, okay, I think numbers, okay, it's my mistake. Look at that. And also I need to add the space button to that, so I'm gonna save it, and look at that. So the next one is I need to select the txt with numbers, have h4, so I'll use margin to make a space, and also I need to select the text with numbers, paragraph, font size I'll use 1 rem, and also I'm going to use line height 1.5. So I'm going to save it, and look at that. Behind each section I will display the numbers. So let's move on there, and inside there I'm going to add it as what I will add, okay, numbers. So h2 is 1, so I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna paste on there, just change number 2 and that will number 3. So I'm gonna save it and look at that, the numbers. Let's move on the CSS, and I'm gonna select txt numbers dot numbers h2, and its font size will be 4 and I will display it opacity 0.5 to display it as a lighter. Okay, but I need to display that behind each headings. So how you can do that? So you need to select txt numbers, use position is absolute, but before using size, it means position, select top bottom, you need to select the txt with number and you need to use position will be relative. Once you add it, then you can move it top 5 pixel and left negative 50 pixel, so it should be displayed behind the text. So the last thing, I'm gonna move this one section in the top, so I will use the transform property translate x to move it in the top. Transform translate x negative 10%, and also I will use the next negative one as well. Okay, just to get that. Look at that. So let's move on the brand section. So I'm gonna get the comment and I'm gonna use brand naming. I'll solely start, then we'll close. Section brand naming container and brand wrapper. Inside the brand wrapper I will use brand content. Inside the brand content I will use B&D content. Inside that I will use h2 and I'm going to use brand naming and guidelines. Outside of the B and D content, I will use the buttons. So I'm going to use BTNs, and I'm going to get the button images from there. So that will previous, get the copy and icon, and that will next. Right, so first we need to save it, and this is the brand content. This is the first one div. Outside of that, I will use brand image. I'm gonna get the image from assets and desktop slide 1. So I'm gonna save it, and look at that. This is the content image. Okay. So but let's move on the CSS, and we need to work on it to design this one section. So I'm gonna use branding style close. Step 1, I'm gonna select the brand naming, and I will move it in top. But before moving on top, I will divide the columns. You will understand better then. So I'm going to use display flags, justify content space Emily. I don't need to make a space. Align them in. Select the brand content, and I'm going to use background color will be secondary color. Color will be white. And width will be 600 pixel. After adding the width, also I'm gonna add the height as well for 100 pixel. And I'm gonna use display flags, justify content center, align it in center. Once you add it, then our page has been appeared. Looks like this, but I will override it in a minute. Okay. So but before using it, I'm gonna add few things. Brand content h2, font size 2.5 em, and text align will be center. Then I need to select the brand content, have a buttons. So in the button I will use display property flags, and justify content space Emily, and margin top 2 rem, cursor will be pointer. So I'm gonna save it, and okay, space Emily. Okay, in a minute I need to check BTNs. Okay. Brand content. So in a minute I need to check it. Yeah, it's great. So let's see other properties to design it. So let's select the brand wrapper. Inside that have a brand image. So I'm going to use position is absolute, and when you will use top left and so on so far. So you need to select the brand wrapper and use position or let him. So I'm going to save it, and once you save it, and I'm going to move it top -78 pixel, and it will move on the right will be so. Also I'm going to assign the width and height as well on the image. Brand wrapper, brand image, and ing object fit cover, and width will be 805 pixel, height is 800 pixel, not at 600 is best. So I'm gonna save it, and okay, but don't worry, we will manage it. So I need to select the brown content where it is here. So I'm gonna use position, select as well on there, and it will move top negative 78 pixel, and it will move left to 0. So I need to save it and look at that. Right, so when I will click on it to change the images, and yeah, the last and final thing I need to add it is a shape. So I'm gonna add the shape. Just a minute, I need to check the shape where I need to add the shape. Okay, I'm gonna add the shape on the brand shape. Image asset desktop, and I'm gonna add the shape as a white. So I'm gonna save it. You can't see the shape right now because I need to add first. Okay, I'm facing once more issue on my browser, on my code editor as well, so I need to save. I need to wait. Okay, so the file has been saved, and let's move on the CSS. So in the CSS we need to add few things, just like select brand wrapper, brand shape, and I'm going to use position as absolute. Top will be 0, right will be 55%, transform translate 10% and 50%. Also I'm going to add the z index 10. Look at that, guys. Sorry for that. And finally I need to add the last section. That is very simple. So in the last section I need to move on the building, build something, and I'm gonna add the section. ID will be build something container, and inside the container I will use the build content, and then I'm gonna use build txt. h2 I'm gonna use let's build something and create together. So this is our first one section. Outside of this one section I will get the button tag, so I'm going to use scale call. That's it. So right now you can't see the content which I have written on this line, but you need to add the margin as well to display the content. So let's see how we can display it. And here's build something stone close. Okay, so select the build something, and I'm gonna use margin top 27%. Also I'm gonna use margin bottom 4M, so it should be displayed on the page as you can see, but also I will move it 29%. Then I need to select the build content, and I'm gonna add display flags, justify a space between a line item, send it. Then select the build content, have h2, font size I'll use 3 rand. The next one is button tag. In the button tag you just use build content button, same thing that you have used on top. Outline none, border none, and background color will be primary color will be white, yeah. And also I'm going to use parent top and button 1 rand, left and right 3 rand, font weight I will use 500, and I'm going to use margin top and bottom 1 rand, left and right 0, font family I will use inherit, and also cursor will be pointer. So I'm going to save it and look at that, guys. So our website has been ready. We're gonna work on the responsiveness and also another feature like click on it to display another image and change the content on later. Okay. Okay, so let's move on the particular width. So I'm going to select it as an inspect element, and I'm going to select the first one is 1024 pixel. Okay, here's my browser mistake. I'm going to close it, and one more time I'm going to open it because I'm facing issue inside my browser as well. So let's try it. Yeah, 1024 pixel. So I need to move on the another file like tablet.css. So inside that I need to add the width, but before using width you need to use media max width 1024 pixel. Also I'm gonna use this way to display everything in this same page. Okay, so I'm gonna save it, and the first thing is I need to divide this width. Okay, so I need to move on. Where is my width? Here. So I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna paste on there, and I'm gonna just copy this one and paste on there. Don't need that, don't need that. Save, and look at that. The next one is the hero section, like this one, showcase section. In the showcase section I need to get the comment, and then I will work on this one section in the mobile size as well. This time I just designed it 768 pixel and 1024 pixel. Okay, so in 1024 pixel I need to change the width like this one. So the width will be 50%, and I'm gonna save it, and yeah, I will move this one image in the left side. So what I need to do on there, I'm gonna use transform, translate x negative 50%. So I'm gonna save it. Look at that. And also I need to use z-index to display it behind the text. Great. The next one is design start in a minute, like this one. So design start like this way. I'm gonna get it, and there, where it is. Just a minute, I'm gonna check that. Okay, I just moved the shape, so I need to get the shape. So in the shape I will use top will be 30% and left will be 45%, just like this way. And yeah, great. Then the next one is branding is great. Okay, I need to fix this one. So this is the approach and branding. I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna paste on there just to change brand content like this way. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna paste on there, and I will use the width will be 805 and leave the width. No, I'm gonna use width will be 500 pixel. Leave other stuff, just like this way. Okay, and where is my image? Content like this one. I'm gonna get it. Brand content on, and I'm gonna add 400 pixel. Okay, but also I'm gonna check with 500 height, 400 pixel, and just like this way, but I need to decrease the width. Okay, I'm gonna use the 600 and I'm going to try to another methods. Okay, just a minute. I'm going to check the where it is, brand content. So the width will be 500. I'm going to use 450, and I'm going to use 400. Okay, okay, I will use 350. So I will try two different methods. Okay, great. And I will use it 650. It's to 600, 610. Okay, it's looking so nice, but I will use 620 as well. It's perfect, guys, but I will move the shape on top. So where is the shape? Here. So I'm gonna get the shape and I'm gonna paste on the shape on there, just to use top 0 and right will be 42%. And yeah, so I'm gonna save it, and but I think something is wrong. I think that's perfect. No, not wrong. Okay, I'll use the right will be 55% and top will be 5%. I have 50 pixels. I'm gonna use pixels. Negative 50 pixels. Okay, great. And right will be 52, 58. Okay, great. And the last thing, I need to use the margin like this one, and 35%, just like this one, so it has moved on down. Okay, everything is great on the 1024 pixel. So let's move on the 768 pixel. In the 768 pixel, you need to, just a minute, yeah, I'm gonna use media and max width 768 pixel. So in the 768 pixel, first thing you need to decrease the padding inside the container. So I'm gonna use padding 0 and 1. The next thing, you need to select the header. Inside the header, have a name. So similarly, you need to use width calc function 768 pixel negative by 50%. So it should be assigned half of the width. Okay. The next one is, I need to select the header, nav and li. So in li, I'm going to use margin left 1.5, and the last thing I need to select is header, nav li and child. In a minute, ul and then li and child, then select the number 4. So I'm going to use padding 1 rem and 1 rem. This is by the web border, so I need to decrease the width. Okay, great. So let's move on this one section. This is a showcase, so I need to move on again top, and I'm going to get the comment, and I'm going to paste on them. The first thing is, I need to select this one, and I'm going to use the width will be 40%. Okay, the next one is, I need to select the image. Okay, where is the image? In a minute, I will change the image like this one, so that contains the image. So I need to select that, like showcase wrapper. Inside that hero image, have an image. So I need to use content URL and assets and the tablet, and I'm going to use hero image. So I'm going to save it, and look at that, the image has been changed, and yeah, it's working. So the next one is, I need to use font size showcase red by h2. I need to decrease the font size will be 3 rand. And look at that, guys. So let's move on the design section. In the design, this one I need to change the image as well. So I'm gonna get the comment, paste on there. So in the design, the first thing is I will write the code design wrapper. Inside the design img image, I'm gonna use content URL and assets tablet img strategic. Okay, the last one. So I'm gonna save it, and look at that, the image has been changed. Okay, so the next one is I need to select the design content, and that will be 900 pixel. Great. Then I need to select the design. Okay, design content, and I'm gonna increase the width in a minute, like this one. Get it, paste on there, and just use the width 75%. And look at that. The last thing, I need to add the shape to move on top. So get it, and I'm gonna use 20% top. So save. Okay, great. So let's move on the approach section. So I'm gonna get the approach comment, and in the approach comment I need to use the first thing. I'm gonna use it at txt, and I'm gonna use width will be 80%, and the next one I need to get that, and just change the font size will be 2 rand. Okay, just a minute. Save, and look at that. Okay, don't worry, we will manage it. And then the next one is brand naming, like this one. So I need to get it. So the first one is brand content, so I need to get that, and I'm gonna use width 350 pixel and height will be 400 pixel. So I'm gonna save it, and yeah, you can't see any changes inside there, but I will use a few more things. Brand wrapper, brand image img, and width for 25 pixel, height will be 500 pixel. So I'm gonna save it, and let's look at that. Okay, that's perfect. And also I'm gonna use brand content h2, font size I will use 2 rand, and also text align I will use 7. Okay, great. And yeah, okay, the last one is build something. So I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna pass down there. I just increase the top 62%. Okay, great. If you match this one height with this one section, so you can do that, but I'm gonna tie it 400 pixel. Okay, that's perfect. And if you want to move this one shape in the center, you can do that. So I'm gonna leave it. So this is 768 pixel. In the next section we need to work on the 424 pixel, 425 pixel. Okay, so that's perfect on there, that's perfect on there, that's perfect on my particular way. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna work on it. So let's move on the mobile device. So I'm gonna select the 4425 pixel, and I'm gonna open my mobile.css file on there, and I'm gonna leave the tablet size. Okay, so I need to select the width, max width 425 pixels. The first thing is I'm gonna just select this one section, and I'm gonna use display no, because I need to design another sections, then I will manage it on later. Okay, so the next one is showcase section. Okay, so I'm gonna get the comment. In the showcase section, I need to get this one content, and I'm gonna paste on there. We need to use flex direction column reverse to display the image in the top and the content is the bottom. The next one is I need to make a space, so I'm gonna use gap for right. Then I'm gonna get that. And inside that I need to assign the width will be 95% because I will change the image, and I'm going to use translate 0%. The next one is I need to add the image. Okay, so I'm going to use showcase wrapper hero image img. I'm going to get the small image from assets and mobile and showcase hero image. So I'm gonna save it and look at that. Okay, then the next one is showcase h2. I'm gonna change the font size will be 3.2 and spaced. Okay, great. So let's work on it and design. In the design, so the first one, okay, I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna add the margin to make a space to that, and same thing I'm gonna do one more time. Flex direction will be column, just use column. Okay, don't worry, we will change the image, so design image like this one, and I'm gonna use height will be 100%, and content I will use yellow, assets, mobile, and the image strategic. So I'm gonna save it, and okay, I think design image, nope, okay, select the design content, and okay, and select design content. Inside the level content, so I'm going to use with 5%. Okay, there are a lot of things we need to edit, but I don't know what happened on there. Okay, I need to select the design wrapper, design image, like this one. Inside that have an image, so I think it should be change the image. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna check that. Design image and have a static image. Okay guys, okay, I've saved this one file right now. The content has been changed right now. Okay, everything is great on there, and the last thing I'm gonna add it is a shape like this one. I need to get that shape, and I'm gonna move it top 25%. So the content will be moved, and I need to fix this one issue as well. So design section content 60%, 65%. Flex direction column image. Okay, with 100%. So okay, looking so nice. The next one is, okay, I will move it on down in a minute. So what is this? Design start. Get the approach. In the approach I will use same thing. The flex direction will be column, and I'm gonna save and great. The next one is I need to select this one content, and I'm gonna increase the height. Just leave other stuff. 1180. Then I'm gonna get it and leave this one. Text align I'll use start, and also I'll use transform translate by 30%. So this is the text right now, this one. So I use that transform property to manage it. Okay, so let's select the this one content, and I'm gonna change the font size to RAM, and color should be white. Transform translate X 0%, and font weight I will use bold. So I'm gonna save it and look at that. So the next one is brand naming, like this one, and last one. So brand naming, I'm gonna get that, and same thing you need to do to flex direction will be column. And I'm gonna save it, and right now you can't see any changes inside there because I need to work on this one section. Then it should be display the content as well. So I'm gonna use width will be 100%, and leave other stuff, remove the pixel, and height I'll use 200 pixel. Display flex, justify content center, align item center, and I will use top, it will move 0, no, left. Okay, I'll leave this one. So I'm gonna save it, and nope, I can't see any changes. Okay, get the image, and position absolute, it will move top 240 pixel, and right 20 pixel. Okay, and also I'm gonna get the image code, and I'm gonna increase the width will be 105.4%, and height will be 100%, and I'm gonna save it, and okay, it's looking so nice. And then I don't know why this one content run content top. Okay, remove negative, I need to add the positive values. Okay, so when you will click on it to change the image and also content, everything is great on there. Okay, perfect. So the last one is something, get it, Also I'm gonna get the comment as well, and I'm gonna use top will be 70% down and margin bottom will be 2, and build content like this one. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna change the flex direction will be column, so I'm gonna save it and look at that. And also I'm gonna change the font size as well on the small skin size too. Okay, and also I'm gonna text align will be center, so it should be display the center. Yeah. Also I'm gonna use 75 space to move on down. Okay, to make a space. Okay guys, so this is a mobile size. So we're gonna work on the menus to display and hide the menus, and also we're gonna work on the accordion or this one section to move the images and so on and so forth. Okay, but also I'm gonna hide the shape as well, like this one. So I'm gonna get it, and I don't need that in the smallest screen size. Display none. Okay, cool. So let's work on this one section to display the menus and hide the menus in the small skin size. So I need to move on the index.html page. Inside that, outside of the nav, you need to make a div like a toggle. So inside that, I'm gonna add the image from my set and mobile icon. So I'm gonna save it, and the icon has been appeared inside there. So the first thing is I need to move on top like that. So I need to use toggle, cursor will be pointer, and when I hover the mouse in a minute, like this way. Great. The next thing is I need to hide it, display none in the large screen size. Okay, in the small screen size, like 425 pixel, I need to display block, means I need to display it. So I don't yeah, in a minute. So the first thing is you need to select the toggle and you need to display block in the small screen size. Great. The next thing is you need to select the hidden nav. No need to use display. No. You need to use position will be fixed and flex direction will be column, and then you need to assign the width 250 pixel and height you need to use 50 vh. Whatever you size you will assign it. I'm gonna use the normal width and height. Background color I will use secondary color, and it will move top 120 pixel, and the right I will use this time is 0, and I'm going to show you how you can fix it. Transition is very important when you will display and hide the nav bar. I'm going to use that, and Z index I'm going to add 10. So I'm going to save it, and look at that, the menus are appear inside our small screen size. But we need to add few more things like header, nav, URL, and I'm going to use display flexed, not there, flex direction will be column. Okay, great. And the last thing you need to add it header, nav, URL, align, and I'm going to use margin all side to make a space. Okay, great. So when I click on it to display the menus, and when I click it to hide the menus, right? So the first thing is I'm going to use 100% negative values to hide it, like this way. You can't see the menus, okay? But when I will add the class using JavaScript, like active, then I will move it right 0. So let's try it manually. So a nav here, so I'm going to use class active, so it should be display. Okay, so I will work on it in the small screen size in the JavaScript to display and hide it. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to move on the JavaScript and I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna remove other stuff and just leave this one file. In the JavaScript you need to get the values. So const btn menu, I'm gonna use document query selector, and you need to assign the class name. Which class name? I will assign it inside the menu btn, whatever the names you will add it. I'm gonna use many btn, get it, and paste on there. Okay, then I need to select the btn add event listener, which event click when the event will be executed. Then I need to select this one navbar to add and hide the class. Okay, so I'm gonna select it. Now element document query selector, and I'm gonna select the name. So you need to get it, use classless.toggle, and I'm gonna add it active. That's it. Save and click on it. Okay, something is wrong on there. Okay, I need to save this one file, and it should be displayed the menus. Okay, can't read the file. Okay, toggle class. Okay, I need to add the class with dot. It should be displayed the menus. Yeah, great. Close it, display it, close it. So I'm gonna close this one symbolic inside, and we need to work on this one section to display and hide another menus, another image, and another text as well. So let's work on it. So step number one, you need to get the btn value, btn previous. So I'm going to document the query selector, and first I need to check the btn classes. Where it is, btn. Okay, I need to add the class. Inside there is btn previous, and I'm going to get that, and this will be btn next. So you need to get those values like btn previous, and that will btn next. And also you need to change. The next thing is you need to get the images like this one, but this is right now one image, but I need to use multiple images. How you can do that? Let's see. Select the const, and I'm gonna use brand images, document.query select all. Right now I have one image, but I would use the for each loop to execute the multiple times when you will click on the button. Okay, and I'm gonna use brand image. This is a class name like this one. Inside that I have an image tag, so I need to get it. Inside that I have image. Once you add it, then I'm able to execute the for each loop. So let's see. I use brand images for each, and I'm gonna add the image, and inside that I'm gonna add the btn next button. I will execute the event in the next button. Add event listener. Which event you will use? Click event, and when the event will be executed, what do you want? I'm gonna use console.log and just use ing. What happened when I will click on the next button? So I'm gonna open the console as well, leave this one and click on this one. Okay, can't reach the property. Okay, I think something is wrong. Query select. Okay, I need to save this one file. Click on it. So I'm getting the image path, right, with image tag. So I need to change the image when I click on the next button. Okay, so let's see. So the image have numbers like image slide 1 and image slide 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what I need to do on there, I'm gonna use let increment. I just use the name, assign the value 1. The first thing is you need to select the inc and increment the 1 value. Our increment value, our inc variable value will be 2. Am I right? Then I need to select the img.src, means I need to get the source, and I need to update the source like this one. Need to get that, and I'm gonna paste on it. I need to change this one number to inc. That's it. You will get different image, and also I'm gonna use the console log as well. So you will get inc after that. So click on that, as you can see, number 2. Click on that, number 3, but you will face the error when you will reach on the 3 number. So let's fix it. So I need to use simple statement and function. I will create a function, guys. But before using function, I will add the condition if increment greater than 3. So I need to reassign the value will be 1. Okay, so let's say, and okay, it's working, guys. This is the first one image, this second one, third one, and yeah, all the fundamentals are done on there. But the thing is, we need to work on the previous pattern. We need to change, guys. There are many ways by doing in a minute. Okay, inside there there are many ways you can do that by adding functionalities inside the website or any other things you can do that. There are many different minds, different thinking, so I'm gonna show you few simple and easiest way to do that. So I'm gonna select the BTN previous, and same thing, use the event. So in the event, I need to get complete content and just paste it. I need to use decrement value, and also I need to add the condition will be less than equal to 0, and I will reassign the value 3. So I need to save it, and let's try it. First I'm going to refresh the page. So this is the second one image, third one image, and I'm going to click on previous. Okay, it's working. Okay guys, great. The next one is I need to change the text as well. So I need to use something like heading 1, class copy, and I'm going to get the content, const heading 1, document.query selector heading 1, and I'm gonna get it heading 2. So I will create a function, by the way, because brand text, and passing the value. If value triple equal to 1, then I need to select the heading, the text, content will be brand name, and also I need to change the second one, text is and guidelines, get it 2 times if the value have a 2. So I need to change the text is brand identity and merchandise, and last one I just change only second one heading. This will be 3, and this will be web design. So I need to call the function and pass the value will be ink, and same thing you need to pass on the next button, ink. That's it, very simple way. So let's try it. Click on it, the content has been changed, click on it, content has been changed, click on it, content has been changed, also image has been changed. So this is a complete project, guys. I hope you are enjoyed the project and hope you have learned a lot of things inside the video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.